Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of, what the heck was that? Another edition to ABQ Sports Crew. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry we've been on, I would say a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back and we're...
I'm checking the audio. We're getting it together, guys. We are back, better than ever. We've already got some obnoxious creeps in the comments out there, so this is going to be a fun show. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for, I keep looking over here. We've adjusted. The camera's over here now. We definitely went through some changes. We had some producers. We had some elements of the show that changed up a lot, so we had to take a couple weeks and kind of reset up. It's us now. We've got Jennifer Nish behind the camera. Working the magic behind the scenes. And guys, we are going to field your calls this week. We'll show you the number in a little bit when we're ready to take those. Just get active in the comments, have a good time. We're going to talk some NFL. We're going to have a good time tonight, guys.
Yeah, and my name is Elijah, this is Adam, and this is 9.
9? What's up, 9? No.
Somebody forgot their uniform today, so make sure to blow him up in the comments because
you know what?
I don't understand why.
It makes me feel superior now that I am the host and these guys are my little butt buddies. So
you can't say that.
Family status.
That's bad.
Maybe we should go to sports now.
Jeez.
On that
a little bit on.
All right, kick us off.
All right, guys, we got plenty to talk about. We got NFL Week 9 to talk about. We're going to also have the return of Crew versus Quarter, and then we are going to do Sports Jeopardy, which is a pretty much Elijah guaranteed win. And then we have our final headlines, of course. Because Adam is good at Sports Jeopardy as the New York Jets are at football. So let's get to it, shall we?
Good job on the Broncos win today.
I know, right? The first game we're going to talk about happened on Thursday night, where a third-string quarterback by the name of Mullen took out the Raiders 34-3.
Josh, you lost your shirt like you're losing your fantasy season. John says in the comments. That's a good one. I actually kind of giggled at that one, though. So
At least I have a winning record, sir.
Anyway, I think we can all agree on that the Oakland Raiders are a complete dumpster fire right now. And right now, similar to what we've seen all season, them giving up their good players for a first-round draft pick, they are going for a high first-round draft pick this year.
For number 1.
And I think that was just pathetic. I don't think anybody really saw that coming, right? We knew they were bad, but not third-string quarterback where this dude gets his Twitter verified mid-game. Because now people know who he is, and because he's blowing up this Raider defense.
He is from, what was it, like Southern Mississippi or something like that? Where the great Brett Favre came from, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, third-string quarterback on the last efforts they had to get a quarterback, and no one even knew who this kid was. And then the Raiders making him look like he was Joe Montana out there, just throwing touchdown passes.
You kind of feel for him because you know he's about to get a reality check next week. He came out, and I mean, kudos to you, Niners. Being a Jets fan, I know what it's like, just having your season implode, not a lot of hope, and getting out there and have... Yeah, I do. But
for the past 50 years, right?
I knew I wouldn't get through that. No, but I mean, kudos to you. You've got some talent at quarterback. I'm not saying the guy's a scrub. We just don't know how good he is. This is not an indicator of your future in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you still have Jimmy G. We're going to see how he comes back. Hopefully, he pulls a Deshaun Watson and comes back healthier and better than ever. But I mean, he looks good. You got to give him kudos. He's still beating an NFL team.
And then announced yesterday that the Raiders are releasing Bruce Irvin as well. So. We'll see what they're... I think the Raiders are going after that kid from Oregon. I think he's going to be their... Or, who's that other guy that they're after?
Raider Nation, how do you feel, though? I mean, that's what it comes down to. So much pride, so much passion, so much enthusiasm.
It looked kind of empty at Applebee's on Coors Montana where the Raider Nation hangs out, and it was a quiet scene over there.
But they have to be somewhat excited about the future, though. Right? I mean, they have a ton of first-round draft picks.
Are they excited about Chucky being there?
I don't know about Chucky being there for the future, but I'm talking about they have... I mean, now you're at the point where you have to give this guy a chance because he essentially just dismantled your team, and now you have a bunch of young dudes coming up in the next 2-3 years, and they're all going to be high-end draft pick people. So I think you just... pray that the draft class is strong and that you can swipe 2 or 3 of those strong draft picks in the first round in the next 2-3 years.
They don't have a proven record. I know they have a new coach. I mean, if you look back at our under review episode, I'm going to steal a line from there. But they're in Vegas mentality. They're spending big and they're going to lose them all. They're putting all their money into their coach because he's the promised one. He's going to get them there. And this is my mentality. And you tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he was trying to win immediately. He tried to beat LA. He tried to win week 2. And when he realized that he wasn't, he has a $100 million question on whether he's a legitimate coach in the NFL. And so the easiest route was to say, I'm going to tank now because this isn't my team. This isn't what I built. I want to build my dynasty. I think it's the easy way out.
For me, in terms of Chucky, you got to look at his previous coaching years too. He had 2 good years. One with the Raiders where he took them to the playoffs and then lost to the Patriots in that discussion of a game. And then you have the Super Bowl year with Tampa Bay. After that, he was kind of garbage.
Jordan says with all those first-round draft picks, they can sign an elite pass rusher and a #1 wide receiver.
Yeah, they're going to have to. I mean,
that's true.
You got to think, though, is Derek Carr going to stay? Like, he's seeing everybody leaving around him.
Yeah, but he has the giant contract.
No, it's Derek Carr.
I agree with you, though. I mean, it's like 2 good years. 2 really good years, right? With the Super Bowl being in one of them, and everybody's kind of already making him, he's the prodigal son coming in, and just the greatest. Are we talking Aaron Rodgers or are we talking Gruden here? Oh, I'm sorry, Gruden. Sorry, I'm talking about Aaron Rodgers having 2 good seasons, everyone, making him the greatest of all time. Sorry, back to Gruden.
Yeah, we'll get there, Elijah.
Overrated. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to have to. Now you have to wait and see.
Right.
Like you have to. Bottom line.
So what's next? What we got?
All right, so we have plenty of action today. Starting, sorry,
with the boss. What does that even mean?
Oh no, I messed up. All right, so we'll go down the list here. It was the Falcons over the Redskins, 38-14. Vikings over the Lions, 24-9. Steelers getting their revenge on the Ravens as they beat them 23-16. There is a cat running through the studio right now. Chiefs 37, Browns 21. It was the Dolphins with, 4 picks on Sam Darnold? 3 picks, 4. With 1 pick.
Next game, Josh!
13-6, the Dolphins get the victory over the prodigal, upcoming Sam Darnold. The Bears just destroyed the Buffalo Bills today, 41-9. The Panthers beating Tampa Bay, 42-28. The Chargers winning in Seattle, 25-17. Denver losing at the last second field goal to the Texans, 19-17. The Rams proving they are human after all, losing to the Saints, 45-35. And currently, as we speak, it is the Patriots 10 and the Packers 3.
And guys, feel free to give us a call here in a second. We'll just the phone number on the screen. So give us just a moment. I mean, guys, what a week in the NFL. I mean, I keep thinking. Bear with us. We had the camera just go black on us. We'll get that fixed real quick. Give us just a second. But I mean, in the meantime, Josh, you want to sing a song?
Sing a song. Kumbaya, my Lord. Yeah, we're still live. Yeah, Elijah's checking. We're still live. Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah, Craig. Well, we're still going to talk in the meantime. I mean, you have this was a tested week for them. I think a big game to watch here was the Redskins Falcons, because coming from an NFC East guy myself, everyone thought, hey, the Redskins are pretty much going to probably run away with this division being so weak as it is, and then they pretty much just get rolled by the Falcons, who aren't that great of a team.
They're not a good team.
Did you see Alex Smith lose his life today on that hit?
No, killed him. Hey, but Julio Jones finally. I mean, we dogged on you in under review, but you finally found the end zone. Good job.
Yeah,
fantasy owners everywhere are finally breathing a sigh.
I don't think the Falcons are back to win that division, but it was a good statement win that they needed to prove that
run away with it.
That the NFC is a complete garbage of a division. I mean,
that's true. It's up in the air.
I think the one we got to talk about is the one that everybody's been wanting to talk about is the Rams and the Saints.
Yep,
great game.
Yeah, feel free to give us a call about it. Guys, I'm very, very passionate about this game. I still think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. Not just make it, but win the Super Bowl. People are saying, I know we have someone watching, we have John out there who was watching, saying that it's going to be Patriots and Saints. I mean, so Saints had nothing to lose today. Saints had absolutely nothing to lose today.
But everything to gain.
Everything to gain, and Saints are sitting at home. Saints are a good team. I'm not knocking you. You have a Super Bowl caliber team. But the Rams at home in the playoffs, once they get this loss under their belt and they have something to pursue, something to go after, you're not going to beat them in the playoffs. It's not going to happen.
I hope so. I hope you're right, Adam, because last year we thought the same thing with the Rams, that they were going to be unstoppable at home, and the Falcons go in there and beat them.
Yeah.
So
Greg says Rams finally had their weakness exposed. I don't think so. I really don't think so. That game they almost came back, and they were playing with a lot of hesitancy because they had that undefeated record on
the Rams. The Rams have been in close games this year. They've been in one with the Broncos, one with the Seahawks, and then the one last week against Green Bay, and also today just showing that they are a beatable team. It's just that they know how to win when it's the clutch moments of the game.
With the teams in the NFC, I think it's going to come down to who has the home field advantage. And right now, you see how well the Saints play at home, and you see how well the Rams play at home. And right now, one's 8-1, one's 7-1. So if both teams continue to do well, it's going to get who's going to have more losses and get that home field advantage.
And if New Orleans gets the home field advantage, you have to take them as probably the favorite in the NFC to win it all.
We have Patriot fans hugging each other in the
Drew Brees was 20.
Hey, I think we got a call, guys. I think I'm going to have to take this one.
Man.
You are live with ABQ Sports Crew. Tell me what you want to whine about.
Well, thanks for taking my call, guys. I support you.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
So I just want to talk about kind of what you guys are talking about, kind of going off the Rams and the Saints. And it's more of a question for you guys, but the thought of is now since the NFC's tied with the Rams and Saints with their records, home field advantage is very key for the Saints because the Saints do not lose at home. So talk about your opinion on that, because
I think we were just getting into that.
The Saints had something to lose today, because if they would have lost, I guess would have been down 2 games, to the Rams, and then home field advantage, trying to regain that, trying to go through New Orleans would have been pretty tough.
It would have been, and I think we were just getting to that topic, and you have to say that the Saints, if they get home field advantage, got to be the favorite. I think we did that right before you called, and the LA Rams. It's hard because we've seen this team prove it last year that they were the best and choked in the playoffs. So
I think the biggest difference is this. Yes, obviously they had something to lose. They had a game to lose, and every game matters. What I'm saying when I say they don't have something to lose is the amount of stress that is put on a team that is undefeated is unfathomable. And you go into a hostile environment against another great team. Rams getting that loss could end up being the best thing for them. They could be
a wake-up call.
It really, not even a wake-up call. I think it could be something that says, hey, we're human, we don't have to pretend like we're not, we're going to go out and win. And they have the depth, the power, the skill, the talent, and the coaching to do it. Mm-hmm. That's my point.
Do you want to go undefeated, and then have lose it in the... Yes, you do want to go undefeated, but...
Tell me how that worked out for the Patriots.
Exactly, I was just getting to that,
Yeah, no, I completely agree, but I think it's going to be... I think you're right. I think it's going to be a great reality check for them because... If it is going to be Saints-Rams NFC Championship game, it's going to be a shootout, right? And the Saints don't have a defense, so it's going to be, can you just score more on offense, right? Drew Brees is going to throw for 300-plus yards every game. He was, today alone, 25 of 36 for 346 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's like normal for Brees, right? I don't understand why Aaron Rodgers is better than Drew Brees, but that's every day for Drew Brees. So you're going to have to beat them in the shootout, bottom line. And Saints, or the Rams on paper have a much better defense than the Saints, so they're going to have to kind of prove that. And I think it was a wake-up call.
To the Rams defense. Remember at the beginning of the year, we were talking this is going to be one of the most unbeatable defenses in the league, and now they've been giving up...
They've given us some points, but you got to figure Aaron Donald is still on track to be the defense player of the year, if not the MVP of the season. He's still putting up insane stats. And then they just had that pickup from Fowler from Jacksonville, and you still have Ndamukong Suh there. That's a scary defensive front.
Why isn't this team stopping offenses, though?
Who haven't they stopped, though? Look at the teams that they've let put up some points on them.
Green Bay. Today, New Orleans. Okay. Seattle put up points on them.
Seattle's not as bad as people thought they were. I thought they were a lot worse team than they actually are. They're really not that bad. And Greg says, I hate that your show's on while the game's on tonight because his team's playing. I'll just help you out. Spoiler alert, Green Bay wins.
Greg's a Patriots fan?
Oh, big time.
Go.
He's not the GOAT. We'll get into that.
No,
anyways, I think we spent enough time on Rams for tonight. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
Okay, so it is now that time of the show where Adam rants. So... because he's going to talk about his pathetic performance of a team today. on how this upcoming, our future is bright looking star today of Sam Darnold from the University of Spoiled Children. Adam, go ahead. We're going to give you the clock here. And
you don't have to give me the clock because this is going to be short. Fire Todd Bowles. Fire Bates, the offensive coordinator. Get them the hell out of Jersey. It was an atrocious, garbage freaking game. That was a great defensive effort. And the defensive players, Jamal Adams, put his heart and soul on the line. He had an MVP-style game. They actually only gave up 6 points for the entire game. They shut down an NFL defense to 6 points, and they came away with the loss. Afterwards, Jamal Anderson is saying, I'm sick of losing. You know why it is? It's because you can't build a team. So Mike McCagnon isn't building a team around the Jets right now, and the play calling was absolutely god-awful. So you have a center. You have a center that can't hike the ball in the shotgun to get it to his quarterback. He has a dislocated finger. He sent one over his head for a 20-yard loss. Over to the side, over to the other side. Another one, he hit on his hand and he throws an interception because it's over here. Another one, he throws it low. He has people in his and he throws another interception. His head's already gone. We have to replace these anyways. Fire the coach. I'm spitting everywhere. Like, honestly, guys, Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. 2 of those interceptions were his fault. 2 of them absolutely were, but he's a growing quarterback. He's talented. Anoon was talented. That defense is talented. Get rid of everybody else and fire Todd Bowles.
I'm proud of you. That's like the 12 steps program, and you just get like step number 12.
When Brock Osweiler goes 15 to 24 for 139 yards, 0 touchdowns, and still beats your team. Like, it's so bad.
Greg asked how many I've drank before we start the show.
You actually have it.
I had 1.
Oh, you had 1?
I had the seltzer stuff. That's not bad. But, all right, sorry. We were saying.
See, I like how Sam Darnold throws to green, but he threw to the wrong green today. So,
that was stupid. That was a bad analytical analysis. That's why we don't ask.
I like Sam Darnold, and the Jets have something to be excited for. Your coach just is garbage.
Terrible.
Yeah.
And then every single game after the game, we need to improve. This one's on the coaching staff.
Well,
I mean, at least Rex Ryan gave a damn enough to get excited and say something. That's how he got to 2 AFC Championship games. He actually cared enough. He may have stuck his foot in his mouth a million times and liked it, apparently, which is kind of weird. It's kind of one of his fetishes. But, I mean, at least he cared. Todd Bowles is acting like he's Jets stuck.
Like, no, but I'm just saying, let's tell another bad coach.
It's rough. It's rough. Get him
This
out
is
of
not
here.
doing that.
Get him out. How about we talk about that Broncos game today? Let's move on. Let's talk about that Denver Broncos game.
All right. We suck. All right. Vance Joseph, please step away from Denver, get out of there, and go back to coaching high school football because you are worthless as a head coach. Case Keenum, you are also a bum. Please, Mr. John Elway, either you find a new way to get a better coach and a better quarterback in here, or yourself. I respected you as a quarterback. You're one of my idols as a kid, but please, do something, or you need to step down.
I'll agree with you that Elway is the issue in Denver. I don't even think it's so much Vance Joseph. I think it's Elway.
I think it is. And trading Demaryius Thomas for a 4th-round pick, was it needed? Possibly. Demaryius Thomas wasn't doing anything in Denver. He was having a very awful season. Had so many drops this year.
Bricks for hands.
But Elway, come on. Like, you need to do something. Like I said, if you don't do something, you need to go away. And just enjoy being a Bronco legend because you are tarnishing your name out there, and it's disgusting. And I am being very disgusted going, I didn't even watch really a lot of today's game because I already knew the outcome was going to be. We were going to choke again. And yes, it's pretty sad how we can put up a fight with the Chiefs, we can put up a fight with the big name like the Rams, but then you let the Houston Texans come in there.
Houston's won 6 straight.
But they're not.
They beat us.
They've won 6 straight. 6 straight in the NFL is 6 straight.
They're not the team to beat though in the AFC.
They're not the best team in the NFL, but they're a damn good team.
And they're also in another garbage division as well.
6 straight.
Yeah.
Like that's. I mean, I think you can't. I'd agree with you on a lot of your points, but I would say that you can't knock Houston. Houston's a decent football team.
See, I don't need to scream and yell at the top of my lungs to get rid of our coaching. Sorry for laughing. Every time our producer Jenny goes to the camera, it shocks her. So,
Hey, how about this? let's shake hands on the fact that we've got some building to do on our teams. And in the comments, they want us to talk about that.
I would have wished Dallas would play today and like would have lost that way.
After the Cowboys win tomorrow, I'm gonna have a better record than both of these guys, which is amazing because I've been complaining about my team since day one.
You know,
so we're bad, but we're better than
still
these
be
guys.
correct because we are 3-6 right now. Yeah, 3-6. And I predicted we go 10-6 this year, so we could win out.
6 straight.
Hey.
And you still got to play the Patriots twice.
Yeah, Patriots are garbage. I hate that stupid team. Anyways, how about the Bears? Are the Bears for real? I mean, they played one of the worst teams in the NFL today, so it is what it is.
But we've seen their flaws against like Miami.
I mean, I think that's a deep playoff. I think that's a team that wins the first round of the playoffs. They make it in the playoffs and they make it past the first round.
Imagine if it's like Bears Saints or Bears Rams in like the divisional round of the playoffs.
I don't see them getting past the Saints or Rams, but I see them making it to. They could make it
I see them doing a challenge.
Yeah,
I see them
it's
getting
not
a challenge.
that defense is for real. That is, if not the best, it's one of the best defenses.
Khalil Mack himself is out playing the Oakland Raiders themselves.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to Trubisky.
You were saying Aaron Donald for MVP. What about not playing Khalil Mack out there, putting his name in for MVP?
Yeah, Donald is
Aaron Donald is in a
ridiculous, man.
Sorry, Jordan, I tried.
That dude's ridiculous.
I mean, Khalil Mack is
dope,
legend, but yeah.
Aaron Donald is so good. On a regular basis, he averages like 50 sacks a game. He's just so big. I saw, I think the game last week is when he grabbed a quarterback kind of by the jersey and just like threw. It was just like a little kid. Like, I'm just going to kind of throw you down lightly and you're still going to
That's the best way, but he's a man amongst children.
That dude is so good. And so, Khalil Mack, that's something to be excited about. Yeah, again, they're going to probably make the playoffs, and it's just going to come down to how well can Mitchie do, and that's what it's going to be.
Excellent point here by Jordan Roderick in the comments. They were a miracle away from beating Green Bay, an OT loss to Miami, and a Hail Mary to the 1-yard line against New England. So they're coming up inches short of being one of the top teams in the NFL right now. So, I mean, they're right there. They're going to make the playoffs. All right, guys. So what we're going to do, we'll give us about 5 minutes. We're going to do a quick change on some of our equipment. Just quick intermission. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Crew versus quarter coming up.
I've been running this world without you, with no help at all, one way to fall, living this nightmare all through. What's new? I'm making without you, with no help at all, one way to fall, living this nightmare all through. What's new? I'm making without you.
you for being patient with us as we took a quick commercial break. That way we can lead you guys into Crew versus Quarter.
Josh had too much coffee, so he had to use the potty.
I want to be transparent. This was actually kind of hilarious. There's a part that keeps the camera charged, and I didn't buy it. And so I need to flip that out. There's all these little things that our buddy Julian Chavez did for us that I had no idea about. And so he actually reached out to us and helped us with some of the lighting issues just now during our break. So thank you to Julian. If you're watching, you're awesome. We appreciate you. Now
it is time for the return of Crew versus Quarter. Last time we looked, the last time we had a show, all of us sucked that week, so it wasn't a good week for us. But it's time to start new, time to start fresh, and move on because Thursday Night Football is coming up. The first game is going to be the Panthers visiting the Steel City and taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, that's a good game.
I think the Panthers are much better than we thought they were.
Oh, absolutely.
They were good, and we were kind of like, they're kind of sorry team, they're bums, and they're just kind of skating their way through this. But I think this is going to be a great test for them. Because if they win this game, that's going to be the challenge to the Saints and the Rams going into the NFC. They're probably going to win the South, right? I mean, there's no other team in there that's good right now. So I'm going to have to go with the hometown Carolina Panthers.
It's actually in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but my hometown. My hometown Carolina Panthers.
I don't know.
That's tough because Pittsburgh has been on a hot streak. But, I mean, I cannot go against, and I'll be the first to say I was wrong about Carolina. I think we all were. We all going into the season said didn't see much out of them. I said stay away from Christian McCaffrey in fantasy football. I just didn't see them put the pieces together, and I didn't see any improvement from the previous year into this year. That team's for real. That team's a scary good team. They showed it today, just stomping anybody that they've gone up against. But it is in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. Just because they've been able to come away with these tight games with the ones that have really mattered. They've come away victorious. I know they started off slow, but they've gotten hot recently. I gotta stick with them. Connor's been a beast.
So you're going with Pittsburgh. I'm gonna have to agree with Elijah. I think Carolina's gonna come away with this one, just because I think Connor's gonna be stopped by the Panthers. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna have this one by 3. So if you're a Vegas bet on it, we'll see what the score line is, but I say it's gonna be a 3-point game. And let's see what the Quarter goes with. It's going with the home team, so Adam, the Quarter agrees with you.
Right now, Vegas has Pittsburgh as a 5.5-point favorite.
Yeah! How about Vegas? They know what's up. Y'all in the comments, though.
Maybe move on to the next one now. All right, the Washington Redskins head down to Tampa to face the Buccaneers.
Ooh, two teams that we thought were decent and weren't very good. I'm going to have to say this is going to be the return of Fitzmagic. So I'm going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's also a bias.
That's tough because the Amish rifle has been shooting blanks, as we said in under review. Just not what he used to be. After today's game, I do think Alex Smith rebounds, though. I really do. They've had some good games. I'm going to give it to Washington.
I'm going to go with Washington as well, just because they've been doing very well against the NFC teams. They beat the Packers. They're division, but I mean, can you count that as quality wins? But I'm going to have to go with Washington.
Crew's going to agree with me.
Quarter is going with the away team, the Washington Redskins.
Oh, wait, no, you said Tampa Bay, huh?
Yeah, you said Tampa Bay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right, the next one. The team that just released their quarterback in Sam Bradford, the Arizona Cardinals, are going to Kansas City to face the Chiefs.
Next! Come on.
Watch the Quarter. Be a douche.
Let's see what that line is.
No, it's not done.
You know what? The Cleveland actually gave a bit of a fight in today's game against Kansas City. And I was watching this comment because a lady in the comments on it, I can't remember if it was ESPN or SportsCenter or something, said if Cleveland wins, I'm buying everybody in this thread of beer. And like the likes on that comment started to rise as Cleveland scored it, and they didn't pull it off.
If we want more likes, Adamson, he'll buy everybody a beer that likes.
I just
the
invested
Jets
in
win.
a lot of camera equipment. Okay.
Right now,
Give
Vegas
us a
has
minute.
KC as a 17-point favorite. over the
17.
And I would
Huge
take
spread.
them. I would take them to go above that.
Oh,
spread
easy
as
on that
well.
spread.
All right, so the next one, aren't we supposed to be somewhere next weekend for this game? Because I think we're supposed to be at your buddy, our friends, the bar, the Bill Backers bar next week. Because
Oh, we're gonna be. Is that next week?
That's next Sunday.
Okay, guys. Let's give a shout out to this real quick. This next Sunday, you will find us at
Duke City Sports
Duke
Bar.
City Sports Bar and Grill. It's where we had the live show with the Bills backers last time. This time, it is going to be the Jets versus the. Shocked again by the camera. It's going to be the Jets versus the Bills. You know your boy's getting decked out in all of his gear. We're going to go down there loud, proud, represent. Jets might be able to sneak out a win against the garbage Buffalo Bills. So if you want to see us hang out with the crew, come down next Sunday.
Battle of the Bums. Is
I
what
love the Bill Backers. They're great people. They're our good friends. But I think me and Elijah are gonna go grab another table and watch one of the other games because
I think some MLS soccer is going to be on during that one. We could probably.
The MLS soccer might be higher scoring. I'm not gonna lie. But no, guys, we'll be down there. We get there at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
It's always a good time. Great food, great environment. And I'm not a Bills fan, but I love the Bills fans down there. It was a great time.
Who's the home team in this one?
the Jets.
I'm going to take the Jets in this one.
Hey.
I am taking the New York Jets as well.
Hey. No, every time you pick them, they lose.
Actually, no, that came that week.
Oh, yeah.
That was our last week. I was like,
Hey, why didn't you ask me? Why didn't you ask me, Josh? Why didn't you ask? Why didn't you know? You don't know which I chose. What if I said the Bills?
You're not going to. The quarter took the Bills out. Now I have to pick that.
Jets. Alright. Who we got next?
Alright, next one is going to be a division rival. The Jacksonville Jaguars going to Indianapolis to face the Colts.
Ooh, that's going to be a good one, too.
Jaguars and Colts?
Mhm.
I'm going to go Jaguars. They need a rebound, and Colts aren't there yet. They're not there by a long shot. The Jets were able to beat them. So, that should tell you enough. I just don't think they're there, and I think Jacksonville is still a better team. Bortles is absolutely god-awful garbage, but I think that defense is good enough to get the win.
Who's the home team in this one?
Indy.
Indy. Anytime it's a toss-up game, I just tend to go for the home team because both teams are crap. So let's go, Luck.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville in this one.
Well, this is gonna be a good week for me.
We're going back and forth a lot,
beating you guys in
The
this.
quarter's taking Jacksonville as well.
I'm beating the quarter in this. One.
Taking them all on.
Yeah, stupid phone. Alright, next one is going to be also another division rival. It is the Detroit Lions going to the Windy City to face the Bears.
Hey, remember that one time the Detroit Lions beat the brakes off the Patriots? That was fun.
That was so random, huh?
That was.
I just had to throw that out there.
It's because like most of our audience is Patriot.
Yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Just good memories. Lions and Bears.
Oh my.
Yeah. Dude,
You're done.
You know, you can't get mad at him because I was this close to
Just because you're a dad now, Elijah.
Yeah, I got thrown
By
this
the way,
bad
we haven't had
dad.
a show, I don't think. Well, we kind of.
Yeah, we have.
Congrats. But no, stop with the dad jokes.
I mean, that was the reason you
dad.
come to one of the first shows.
That's
because you're
true.
a dad.
Pat myself on the back. That was a good one.
That was good because I was
So
just about
bad.
to say that too.
So bad that it was good. I'm gonna take the Bears on this one.
It's in the Windy City. You have to.
By the way, Jordan, what's up with your Real Madrid now? Yeah, throw that one in the comments, buddy.
Woo!
The only time they're winning is in FIFA 19, right?
Yeah, not even that probably. But yeah, I think the Bears are going to be the superior team, and it's pretty much a kind of a must-win game, I think, for them to show. It's good, you know, they need the rivalry games, and Trubisky needs some good games. And for how well they played this week, I think that they're going to kind of take that intensity to the next week and get the W.
Hey, if you guys disagree with anything, you want to throw anything out there, number's 505-250-9318. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Just let us know what you think about your team, our team, anybody's team, or what's going on this week, last week, any week. Just give us a call.
Who'd you take? You didn't say.
Which game?
The Chicago game.
Oh, Chicago. Oh, definitely Chicago. Definitely Chicago. I see them on the rise, and I think they're a better team.
The quarter is also going with the home team, the Chicago Bears. I want to give out a big shout out to Jordan. Man, me and you.
I think we got a repeat offender
We
here.
got Allen.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
You're live with ABQ Sports Crew. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I just want to talk about Harbaugh for the Ravens. Is he on the hot seat or not?
Harbaugh, is absolutely on the hot seat because that's a good enough football team.
I don't know. The NFC North doesn't seem to like to get rid of their coaches, except for the Cleveland Browns and after Steeler games. But I don't think so.
No, I think that's a
if
good
this
enough
team
team.
would have tanked, like if they would be like one win right now, I think you would say yes. But I don't know. Pittsburgh's always a good game with them. So
I would say he is to a degree, just because he's had a good enough team, not only this year but in previous years, where he should have made more out of it than he has. It may be time for a change if they don't do. I mean, they're on what, a 3-4 game losing streak at this point.
ever since they beat the Steelers, it's 4 games.
They're falling apart, and that starts at the head.
And here's who they have coming up. They have the Bengals. That's
Loss.
going to be a good one. Then they have the Raiders, and that would be one that if they lose to the Raiders,
Done.
you may see him gone that week. Then you have the Chiefs, the Bucks, and the Chargers, and all three of them. The Bucks may be a little, but the Chargers and the Chiefs, man, those are two of the best teams right now. So they finish it out in Cleveland. So I think it's a good question to ask, and really it's going to be how does the season play out? Because if they lose, they have some really good teams and they have some really bad teams. And if they lose to those really bad teams, then I think you may see a lot of people wanting Harbaugh to get axed by the end of the season. By the way,
Getting what
Flacco's
by the end of the
garbage.
season?
Axed.
Oh.
That's what they say. That's what they say in football.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on. We have Drew Brees and the Saints traveling to Cincinnati and taking on the Bengals.
That's a good one.
The Bengals.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Anybody going against Saints? I don't think so.
The GOAT.
Just like their abbreviations, NO.
No, that was bad.
Why, guys? Like the jokes that are
bad,
just rough. We didn't get the Julian's old buzzer thing on him. Yeah, like no.
All right, so the next one, Tom Brady and the Patriots going to Nashville.
Let's
to
go
take on
Titans.
We are the Titans. Sorry.
Next.
Titans.
Oh.
I'm definitely throwing out Titans. I'm gonna pick against Patriots every single week based off principle. You know this. Because I'm a man of principle.
I'm going with the Patriots.
All right. Come on, Quarter.
It is taking the home team and the Titans.
Woo! Mariota, don't do me dirty.
That's going to be a blowout.
All right, the next one.
Probably.
The ATL, the Atlanta Falcons, going to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Browns get win number 3.
Oh.
I'm gonna go Cleveland. Atlanta is not a good team. They've been injury riddled throughout the season. And Cleveland is definitely getting better. I know they have a new coach, but I'm gonna go Cleveland.
Yeah, Atlanta is not a good team, but the Browns are a worse team. So I will take the Atlanta Falcons this week.
I'm going to take the Atlanta Falcons as well. The coin is taking the home team and the Cleveland Browns. So Adam, you and the Quarter agreeing on the last 2 games.
You know, me and the Quarter go way back. Since we were Justin Nichols.
You called us bad? Like, come on. All right, another division rivalry game is now the afternoon game.
Doesn't it change of pace?
It is going to be in Oakland as the Chargers visit the Raiders.
Next.
Yeah. The Raiders aren't winning another game this season.
As they shouldn't. Might as well
No.
tank. Tank
That's
it.
what they are. You know what sucks is coaches and owners tank, players don't.
Yeah.
And so you got to feel for
Coin
Derek
is
Carr.
feeling a bit of an upset. It's
No, the
taking the
Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
Derek Carr's gonna cry again.
He didn't cry.
Yeah, puts out a statement. I wasn't crying. Yeah,
But like if you put out a statement that you weren't crying, you were crying.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so the next one, another division game, as is the game number 2 between these guys. The Seattle Seahawks going to LA to face the Rams.
And then John says in the comments, Chargers are the best team in the AFC West. I guess there's this team in Kansas City that just is crap. But go ahead.
John, get out there.
Yeah. What
Who does John like?
He's a Patriots fan. Like,
Alright.
The real GOAT.
So is anybody taking Seattle?
No.
Seattle and who?
And Rams.
So,
no.
so you guys, going back to the opening game, I mean, we can all get mad at Derek Carr being a crybaby, right? I mean, he was obviously being a crybaby. How come Aaron Rodgers didn't get that same effect when they lost that last game? He was throwing tantrums on the sideline, and everyone just says, "Oh, he's such a
when you're the
competitor."
greatest quarterback in the league right now.
Because he's the GOAT.
It's mind-boggling that someone else is a bad sport and bad for his teammates, and Aaron Rodgers does it, and nobody bats an eye on that one. It's
Okay,
unbelievable.
but Tom Brady lied and took it to the Supreme Court, and we'll call him the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. 5 rings. I'm not even a Patriots fan. 5 rings.
And 4 times caught cheating.
No matter. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Can we?
I lost it with you guys.
All right.
So the next one is going to be Miami going to the frozen tundra, Green Bay.
Green Bay. Anybody? Dude, they snuck by the garbage Jets today.
Yeah.
As long
Come on, Miami, do the upset. I'm not picking you, but do the upset.
Let's see if the quarter's
Well, the quarter took Seattle in the last game, so it's taking the away team in Miami, so it's likely they want to take those upsets. Alrighty, so the next one, Sunday Night Football, where Mr. Elijah Esquivel will probably not be here because it is the Dallas Cowboys going to Philadelphia to face the Eagles.
How do the Cowboys keep getting prime time?
This is seriously like the third or fourth Sunday Night Football game that we've had.
How does that keep happening?
Man, it just sucks to be America's team. Like, it just sucks to be worth $3 billion. And
It just sucks being a Cowboy fan.
It just sucks being worth more than every soccer team, and it just, man,
Next week-
you're not good, and yet you're still putting
Next week
prime
you're going to
time.
have to leave the TV on. That's the only way we're going to get in here.
Yeah, I may be
okay with
catching a cold next week, and I may be off next week because I may be sick child at home. You know how it goes. I really wish I could see tomorrow's game, see how the Cowboys do tomorrow. Because if they win tomorrow, then I think that we're going to beat the Eagles. If we just play like we've been playing tomorrow, then I think we're going to
Who
lose.
does they play tomorrow?
Marcus Mariota. I'm going to just go and pretend. I really think we're going to win tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and say Cowboys. Are we in Philly in this one? At home? And yeah, we're actually pretty bad at home.
John's laughing says Amari Cooper.
Yeah, not worth a first round pick, though. I guess we
Absolutely
shall see. But
When you could have got Golden Tate for fourth
like
round.
fourth round, Demaryius Thomas fourth round, even Josh Gordon was a fifth rounder, and we give Amari a first round.
Catch the ball like this?
I did not agree with that move.
Nah, I know you picked my Jets. I'm sorry, but I gotta go with them Eagles.
No loyalty here.
I am going.
He's not even wearing a Sports Crew shirt, and you say I'm not loyal.
Let's see. Oh man.
He has two shirts on, and
I know,
not one of them is the.
You know what? New rule. Next time you show up out of uniform, you don't get a shirt.
What was the one that got us the shirts?
Except for someone's gonna walk in the front door and see us like half of us like shirtless, and it's just gonna be weird with the camera. And
All right. I am gonna take. The pen is blue. Philadelphia.
okay.
And the coin is going to take the away team and the Dallas Cowboys.
Good luck, sir.
Me and the coin go way back.
Get your life together.
The next one is a Monday night showdown between garbage teams and the New York Football Giants and the San Francisco 49ers.
How is that getting primetime coverage?
Monday, November 12th.
Giants.
49ers. Mullen played a great game. He's
But is
come
this
up
going to be
great.
his wake-up call that we're talking
I mean, I think he's going to get a wake-up call. He's not going to throw for 3 touchdowns again.
So he has the Raiders and then the Giants back. Man, that's good
No,
for
you
his
know what?
career, man.
I'm
That's
going
good for his
to
career.
change my back. I'm going to go with the Giants for the simple fact that 49ers lost to Arizona. I mean, any
They
team
didn't have
that can
Mullins
lose
either.
to, I know, but any team that loses to Arizona as a team isn't going to beat the Giants, and because the Giants are slightly better than that.
Coin is taking the away team of the Giants. Let's make it a clean sweep and everybody taking the Giants. Another cat in the studio. Alright, so that's going to do it for the crew versus quarter. Make sure that, hey, our teams don't play next week.
We're not going to lose!
We're not going to win either! Alright, so thank you guys for tuning into the crew versus the quarter. It is now time for America's favorite game show. It is
Dun, dun, dun.
Sports Jeopardy.
Time for the comeback.
Yeah.
Or do you want the point?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Give me that.
I worked extra hard on these questions.
Extra hard.
Jim just got shocked for like the 6th time to keep the camera up. Alright guys, so when you hear this, you'll hear the right answer, and when you hear, you'll hear some nonsense.
You know?
Alright.
Alright, so it's time for Sports
You want to break
Jeopardy.
down the rules?
Break down the rules. You have to answer in the form of a question. What is? Who is? Okay.
Why is?
If you don't get the
How
question,
is?
if you don't get the question right,
Win is.
you lose the points. If you get the question correct, you do gain the points. Their buzzer is the first way to let me know that they're gonna know the answer.
That bottom comment. It's getting inappropriate. The comments out there.
Why are you shouting about me?
Because you don't have your
You're
shirt.
the host.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have your shirt on. You're not.
Why should I hope you
Sports
win?
Crew.
Thank you.
All right.
He insults you and he says
No, but you said it nice.
Hey, your haircut's funny. What do I get?
See,
Let's
this
go.
football helmet, your results are close. All right, the categories for tonight are my alma mater. So you have to give me where these guys went to college.
Sucks. I hate that.
The next one is my draft year. You have to give me the year they were drafted.
That's going to be horrible.
Dude, I'm not gonna get anything.
That's going to be horrible.
Who's the less negative?
Yeah.
All right, so then the last one is going to be same year, same city, multiple champions. You have to give me. You get double points if you can give me both of the answers. If not, you get
Wait,
just
say what?
Same year, same city.
same year, same city, multiple champions. So it's the teams that
that's
these cities had multiple champions the same year.
You're Boston like 3 times.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start with the last person who won, and he won Family Feud actually, and it was Adam. So Adam's gonna start with us. You got my alma mater, my draft year, same city, multiple champions.
What?
Just pick one.
Wait, which one?
My alma mater, my draft year, same year.
My draft year
Okay.
for 100.
No, it's 200.
For 200.
Alright, for 200. Patrick Mahomes. Adam.
Oh, that's questionable, but I'll take it. 2017.
That is correct.
I would have said 16, so I'm glad. I was definitely first on that.
He was most definitely first, but
I don't know. I heard the doorbell. I think that was not as loud.
I would have said 16, so I'm glad Josh totally.
is this white privilege?
Alright, go ahead, Adam.
I will say draft year for 300.
I'm gonna guess 400.
400.
For 400. I was like, someone's knocking at the door. For 400, Brian Urlacher.
What was that, like 99? I don't know.
I'm gonna guess 2001.
Answer 2000, the year 2000.
No, we split it. We were close. Alright, so switch with me. How about we go alma mater for 200?
Alma mater for 200. Baker Mayfield. Adam.
What is the University of Oklahoma?
That's correct.
I just realized on the first one I didn't say what is, but I got it with it too. And I didn't click the button first. So I'm like,
Shows how rigged the game is.
Hey.
Shows how rigged the game is.
What's the others? Let's do same city, same year for 200.
It's okay. Remember, you get double points if you can give me both of the answers. Alright. The first one, Boston, 2004.
What's the? I don't get it.
You have to give me the teams who won the championship. Elijah.
The Red Sox and the Celtics?
I'm going to give you 200. You got one of them right.
Right, Knight steal the other one then?
No. Alright, so the answer was the Red Sox and the Patriots. So you got 200 for that one, Elijah.
I'll take it.
Alrighty, go ahead.
We'll just keep going down.
Alright.
This is we just guessed the team there.
Same year, same city, multiple champions. For 400. Los Angeles, 1988. Elijah.
The Lakers and the LA Rams. Were the Rams not there in the 1980s?
Oh, you're baseball.
Oh yeah,
Dodgers!
yeah, that is pretty bad.
It's the Dodgers,
Like the year I was born.
You do get 400 points though, because that was
400. He gets the full
because
400.
it was if you get both, it was remember it's the next level higher
Yeah,
question. So
it's for
for
400.
This is the weirdest category.
that was your baseball team,
Yeah,
dude. You did get the Lakers though, so
I'm still depressed over that loss, by the way. Game 4.
you know. All right. So you want to continue this?
Yeah,
Elijah?
might as well.
All right, for 600, but for 1,200 you get both of them. New York, 1986.
Yankees, Giants.
You're bound to get one of them. I need to just click on this. This is like these. I just realized.
This is all.
You're bound to get one of them.
Elijah with 600 points.
God dang it, I just really.
You got
I was like, it's.
you got
there's
the
only
Giants.
2 teams.
Okay.
It was
The Mets.
Oh, alright, well. Just guessing here. I
Dang.
like this category. Just keep
I like. I
going.
can figure that strategy. You wouldn't say a dang word over there. You like just say
I'm
some teams you can't do bad.
For 1,800 or 1,600 for both. What the heck? All right. Pittsburgh, 1979. Adam.
Steelers and Penguins?
No.
Pirates.
Steelers, right though. You got that.
Hey!
Pirates were the other one.
This is the best strategy ever.
Yeah, well, now the category's over, right?
No, one more.
Oh.
For 1,000 or 2,000. Detroit, 1935. Elijah.
I will say the Red Wings
Not the
and,
Lions.
and the Tigers.
That is correct.
For both of them?
Yep.
Well, I lost. Dang.
Time to just coast it for the rest of the game.
Right, just like put
Because
it
you know what?
away.
Either answer would have been correct because the Lions did win that year as well. I would have taken either one. So, 1935, the Lions were NFL champions.
They got the trifecta.
All right, Elijah, the category is now closed. We still have my alma mater and draft year.
Let's do alma mater.
Alma mater for 400. Anthony Davis. Elijah.
What is the University of Kentucky?
That is correct.
That's what I was going to say. Dang it.
Let's keep going down the line,
I
please.
said none of the who is for the last round.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah. We got to do who is.
I think-
I take away all those points just to
Yeah,
compensate.
he's good. All right, so for 600, Tom Brady.
Oh,
Oh, that was clearly.
No, I was trying to
Okay.
do
come
What
on.
is the University of Michigan?
Michigan.
Correct.
Let's keep going down the line, please.
For 800, Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, shoot. I don't know. What is Gonzaga? I don't know where he went.
Yes, Elijah.
What is the Syracuse Orangemen?
That is correct.
Now just called the Orange, to be politically correct.
All right, so to close this one out for 1,000, Jerry Rice.
Is this like a trick question? Because I feel like he didn't go to college.
Yeah. It's West Mesa High School. I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna hit this, but I guess Georgetown.
Baylor?
No.
No.
Missouri Valley State.
Who the hell know
Yeah.
that?
A true 49.
That's some last chance you
I bet
nonsense.
you most 49er fans won't even know that.
All right, my draft year for 600, Kawhi Leonard.
Oh.
Adam.
2002? What is 2002?
He's been in the league that long.
Yeah, but
Dang,
it's
dude, that's
pretty
pretty
new.
long. No, that is incorrect. He was drafted in 2011.
Dang, I thought it was older than that.
All right, for 800, Dan Marino. Adam.
What is 1992?
No. The correct answer
89.
I'm
was
just slinging now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna coast now.
1983.
92 years. I'm close, man.
Jeez.
And the last one for 1,000,
Got it.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, God. What is 1985?
No.
Dang.
Thank you for playing that.
Dang.
Answer was 1984.
Oh, why?
So what's the score, like $1 million and negative?
No!
Maybe 1824, 3200.
I'm just gonna coast now.
Dude, I was so close to like being right back in the thick of losing.
1800.
Is that all the categories? Are we done?
Just count this.
Adam with negative $2,000. Elijah with 600, 1200, 3200, 36, 42.
You figured out
With 5,000 points, Elijah is.
So I won by 7,000. That has to be the biggest blowout in the history of blowouts.
You guys want to try your final? You want to try your final Jeopardy?
Absolutely, I'm gonna risk it all.
I'm gonna risk 6,000 or not 5,000. I'm gonna risk $4,999. So if I lose, I win by $1.
Yeah, he does.
I'll risk it.
Alrighty. Final Jeopardy. I'll let you two think about this for a minute, okay?
Alright, so we'll just give our answers.
It's a multiple choice or multiple answer. Sorry, it's
Okay.
a multiple answer.
So we don't have to click.
There's two answers. These two teammates won a Super Bowl with New England in 2014 and a national championship with LSU in 2007. Again, these two teammates won a Super Bowl with New England in 2014 and a national championship with LSU in 2007. I'll let you think about this for a second. Guys, if you guys want to guess, don't show Adam. I'll take this for a second.
LSU, New England.
Again, these two teams won a Super Bowl with New England in 2014.
Players.
2014, I
And
believe.
LSU won a national championship in 2007.
I'll say Wes Welker and Who is Wes Welker and Brian Dawkins? I don't know.
I will say who are Wes Welker and Teddy Bruschi.
I'm glad you guys, Elijah risked all his money to win with $1 because the correct answer was Stephen Ridley and Brandon LaFell.
I would know that.
You know, I'm a huge Patriots fan, so I should have known that.
Stephen Ridley is my favorite player, so I should have known.
Elijah wins with $1. $1 he wins with. Adam, you lost so much.
No, that's $1.
You lost 4,000.
Yeah.
Alright, so that wraps up for Sports Jeopardy. Join us next week as we will continue to see if Adam can actually win in Sports Jeopardy.
I won Family Feud. That was cool.
That was cool. But you gotta win one at least once.
I know.
Alright, everybody, it is our towards the end of the show, and what we do is we do our final headlines where each of us will talk about something, either in sports or just something going on around. We're gonna start, we always do, with Mr. Elijah Esquivel.
I didn't come prepared.
Do you wanna
because
skip?
It's been boring, but I will say I'm looking forward to Lobo basketball because the football team is not very good this year. And it doesn't seem like they're going to turn their season around anytime soon, which is really unfortunate because I saw a clip of the game yesterday from a friend of mine from her Instagram, and it looked like there was probably about 200 people there. That's not good for the university.
Well, the game was at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, not a late game. It's a bummer. My alma mater, right? And it's just kind of a, I don't know. I think at some point we have to think about firing. Just officially get rid of Craig's hires and let's just start fresh with a new AD, new everything. With the exception of Birmingham, don't fire him. But everyone else, let's start fresh.
Are we still down to go to Notre Dame next year? To watch Lobos in Notre
I
Dame?
actually talking to a lot of people who already have tickets to that game, so it's going to be
very,
very interesting to go to that one. But yeah, it's just going to be, it's kind of a bummer, but go Lobo basketball. New coach.
Did anybody hear how the women's soccer team did? They were in the Mountain West Championship. Did anybody get to see that? No?
I didn't know they were in the Mountain West Championship. Go Lobos if you're
Alright.
Hey, pick third for the Mountain West basketball team, though, for the Lobos. Pick to finish third. So. Weird. Alright, go ahead, Adam.
So a couple things, guys. Sticking on the same talk track of Lobo football. Upcoming on, I think it's the 16th, Boise State is coming to town. Look for us. We'll be tailgating. We'll have our banner up. We've got a pretty sweet giveaway. I'm not going to give away any hints as of right now, but we've got a nice little giveaway. All you have to do is show that you've either subscribed in the past or that you're subscribed right now to our YouTube channel, and you'll get an entry on the giveaway. Let your friends know. We're going to be in the parking lot. We'll have some music playing. It's going to be a good time. So we'll be tailgating out the Boise State Lobos game, because we have Lobo hockey that night. Make sure you check out our sister station, the Lobo Hockey Network. We do the live stream for that as well. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you get out to a game. But finally, make sure you keep an eye out. If you guys have liked the under review midweek segments that we do, the edited shorter videos. Give it a thumbs up, let us know. We're going to bring a lot more of that content your way. That way we're getting you some content during the midweek. We're going to have some fun with it. If there's anything you want to see, if you want to see us get out and talk to people, go back downtown, we're game. We want to have some fun. So just let us know, reach out to us. And thanks for your participation today. It was a good time.
Big shout out to the Lobo hockey team as well. Had a good weekend. Unfortunately, came up short yesterday, but they put up a fight with UTEP, and
UTEP's a great team.
UTEP's one of the best in the Texas League, so give it up. They were down 6-3 on Friday night, fought their way back to tied at 6. UTEP went ahead, and Lobos tied it, taking it overtime. Unfortunately, at least they didn't lose, they tied. But in the next night, though, unfortunately, UTEP had the upper hand by beating the Lobos 5-2. But my two final headlines are going to be. No, one's just because I love doing this to Elijah.
There's 2 shirts, he's got 2 fans.
I love doing this to Elijah, but how about the Boise State Broncos beating the BYU Cougars yesterday, 21-16, making us
beat my Cougars.
No, but Elijah loves it when I bring up. No, Elijah loves it.
I don't know why that's getting thrown in my face.
Elijah loves it when I bring up.
Right now.
No, because you love it every time I bring up Boise State football. So
he's like, hey, your Saints won today.
The second one, I don't know if anybody knows around town. I haven't seen any stories about it, but to me this is near and dear to my heart because the Lobo Hockey Network is going to be helping a young man by the name of Joseph Trujillo. If you guys haven't had a chance, I'm going to post it on our ABQ Sports Crew page as well. Joseph Trujillo is a 14-year-old kid who was a hockey player in Rio Rancho, and he suffered was suffering from brain cancer that has actually shot down to his spinal cord. It's rough to see him. You know, I got to talk to his family a little bit, and just hearing their story, and it kind of breaks your heart because this kid loved hockey, and now there's no timetable for his return on when he's even going to beat cancer, and he's still in chemo. So, you know, it's amazing to see that he's putting up such an amazing fight. And as a reward for his amazing fight, we're going to do something special for him here at the Lobo Hockey Network. We are inviting Joseph to sit down in the broadcast booth with us and help us broadcast part of the game. He's going to hang out with us. He's going to get to see how everything's done. He's going to sit in the penalty box, open the doors for players. He's going to have a great time down there. Coach Grant Harvey and James Boston took it upon himself to make sure that he sends a video to Joseph
Boston's their goalie.
Yeah, Boston's their goalie. He's going to send a video to him every week. Check on his status, make sure he's doing okay. Go to the hospital and visit him. The team is also inviting Joseph down to a game. They'll get to end practice, so he'll get to skate with them. He'll get to hang out with them. During the game, he'll be on the bench with them as well. And he's going to get a personal jersey dedicated to him. So that's huge. You know, when the community comes together like that. Guys, we need your help. Like I said, I'll be posting the link to his GoFundMe on our Facebook page either tonight or tomorrow morning. Please, please, everything you can, help this young man because November is Beat Cancer Month. So this is definitely a story that I take right here because it's sad when you hear a 14-year-old has to fight cancer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we'll definitely reach out and we'll support him. Guys, make sure you follow us, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. It's all on the screen right now. Give us a subscribe. Give a notification on that little box on your YouTube. It'll let you know when we go live. Share it with your friends. The more we grow, the more we can do, the more giveaways, all of that fun stuff. Guys, it's good to be back. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. You know, we're doing our own producing now. You know, so
We're doing our own producing now? Oh, I guess Jen's not doing anything then.
Jen's just
part of the sports crew.
Guys, give a round of applause to Jen for this. She got all the transitions done today. She let me dismantle our living room for this, that turns into our set. So guys, thanks for supporting us. Thanks for tuning in. We won't keep you any more of your time. Be sure to check us out next week. We are going to be down at the Bills.
Duke City Sports Bar and Grill.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Will he have a shirt next week?
I don't know, guys. We're going to start a GoFundMe to try to raise money to get an ABQ Sports Crew shirt for Josh since he can't seem to find his.
So I actually called Majestic and I asked for a 2018 World Series LA Dodger t-shirt, and they actually said that they sent it to Nicaragua. So it's
congrats, Denver, on your win today. Anyways, guys,
if I was
congrats, Angels, on your franchise.
If I'd be any better, I'd be a New York Jet, or I'd be a Jet, but not a New York Jet.
There's plenty more of this to come. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good night, everybody.